Chaos Walking Director, Doug LimanQuadrant FilmsIn Theaters 305 these days. To say a film has been awaiting release for a while now is something of a given, but Chaos Walking is a special case. It's been hovering in an odd state of limbo since before it became fashionable, having been pulled from release in 2019 when poor reception from test audiences resulted in going back for reshoots and re-editing. Then it was supposed to arrive in theaters in March of 2020, and well, you know what happened. Chaos Walking is based on young adult, dystopian science fiction novels by Patrick Ness, A Monster Calls. It takes place in an isolated colony on a planet called New World, in a place called Prentisstown, populated only by men. A native race of creatures called the Spackle killed off all of the women, possibly with the help of other creatures with equally frightening monikers like contact paper and the kitchen tiles. The men all developed a strange condition upon landing on the planet, the ability to read each other's minds and hear each other's thoughts in a stream of images, words and sounds called the noise, which basically forms a hazy, misty cloud emanating from everyone and leaves every man in Prentisstown looking like Pigpen from Peanuts cartoons. When Todd Hewitt, Tom Holland, Spider-Man, Homecoming, the Devil all the time, discovers an area that is completely silent, he happens upon a girl, Viola, Daisy Ridley, the Star Wars Sequel Trilogy, who crash-landed on the planet. When the mayor, Mads Mikkelsen, Hannibal, another round, learns about Viola, her life is suddenly in danger, and Tom must flee, taking her to the nearest neighboring colony in hopes that she will be safe. It's hard to overstate how much Chaos Walking benefits from the immense likability of its two leads, who are among the most charismatic young stars working in film and have genuine chemistry together. It's fair to say the movie wouldn't work without them. In fact, I'll go a step further and say it doesn't even work with them. The bad news is everything else, from the total mess of a script to the, if it can't be good, at least it can be short, approach to the final cut to the nearly incoherent storyline that has clearly been chopped up, reassembled in the dozen or so attempts at a script before the final, failed version that serves as a rough blueprint for the so-called finished product. There are plot holes and contradictions galore, and it ends up feeling a bit like a mashup of M. Night Shyamalan ideas, loosely and spuriously connected to each other. Remarkably, Chaos Walking is slightly better than I expected it to be, if not as good as I'd hoped for. It's just good looking enough to be fairly easy to get through, with nice cinematography by Ben Seresin, Unstoppable, World War Z, and strong production design by Dan Weil, The Fifth Element, King Arthur.